Hi, Richard here from Let's Ride Motorcycle Training, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do an angled start. Ooh! Okay, now with the angled start, you only do one of these on the test. You'll find a quiet little road, much like this one we're on now, and the examiner will point out a parked vehicle and he'll ask you to pull in just behind it, but giving yourself enough room to pull away safely. So what does that mean? Well, let's just pick a car. So we've got a red car just coming up on the left there. So we're going to pull in behind that. So it's mirrors first, signal left, bring the bike to the left-hand side, again, as if you're parking up. So reasonably close to the curb, but don't go too close to the car. You don't want to make this overly difficult. So no closer than a car length. So the distance I've got here between me and this little Toyota here is absolutely ideal, but no closer, okay? I was going to ask you to continue when you're ready. Now the objective here is to pull away around the outside of the car without crossing to the other side of the road, what we call shaving past the vehicle. The only time we're allowed to ride this close to a parked car, normally we keep well away from parked cars, but here we can keep a much closer line around the car. So what we're going to do, if we just look at the centre of the road, we're looking for the middle line of that road, and we don't want to cross that middle line on this exercise. So we're going to keep a nice tight line on the outside of the car. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put my right signal on. I'm looking in my mirror, looks good. Now, also just been careful with oncoming traffic. It's not too much of a problem on this road. There is a parked car down there. But if I had parked cars on the opposite side of the road, that's going to force oncoming traffic into my lane. So I need to watch out for that. I don't want to be pulling out if I've got oncoming traffic coming into my lane, okay? Now, if there's no parked cars on that side, I could pull away, even with an oncoming car. I'd just be worrying about traffic behind. So here I might be a little bit more cautious. There is a parked car right down there, which might push a car out, and that car might stay out quite wide, given there is another parked car down there. Okay, so it's clear up ahead, clear behind. Now we do a direct observation, don't forget, so that's looking all the way behind. Notice I am taking my hand off the bike. You can't do it with your hand on the bar or take your hand off. If you're a bit older like me, sometimes it's a bit easier to take your hand off the bar, so we do that observation. So this is a lot of clutch on this one. So throttle up a little bit, back brakes off, so slipping the clutch out a little bit, and then feed the clutch out, and then off we go, making sure the indicator's off, and we update the mirrors. Okay, so that is an example of an angled start. Okay, so I'm just going to do another example of an angled start. Now this time I'm not going to indicate to the right, because if you have a look over there, we've got a junction right opposite the parked car. Now to be fair, I doubt the examiner would stop you in a location like this because of that reason. But let's say you get a little bit confused and you stop behind the wrong car and you end up in this kind of situation, then all it's going to change is I'm just not going to indicate right, because it might look like I'm turning right into that side. And remember, we don't want to be indicating past the junction. So once again, I'm not going to signal, so I'll cancel the indicator. Make sure you do cancel the indicator. Now let's talk about that. If you forget about the indicator here and you pull away with the left signal on, it's not the end of the world, okay? Don't panic. So many people do that, which is why I tend to recommend indicating away from the road for that reason. Now, if you do pull away with the left signal on, it's just a minor fault. It's nothing more serious than that, so it's just a minor fault. But do try and get that indicator off or onto the right. Here, we're not going to put the indicator on at all. I'm just going to have a look up ahead, looking in the mirror, direct observation, looks good. So it's all clutch control here. Keep it tight, keep it tight, keep it tight, feed the clutch out, and off we go. And that's an angled start.